Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our section today. Okay, our webinar today. All right, thank you very much for your time joining our tonight section. Okay, so very first, let me share my screen over here. Okay, all right. Okay, slideshow. Okay, welcome everyone. Good evening, everyone. This is Elky here with you guys today, and today we are in this topic about identifying bottoming in Bursa stock price. Okay, and once again, thank you very much for joining our section today. And Elke here with you guys today, and with the recent drop in the markets, so we decided to come with this topic to share with you guys on how to technically pick the bottoming of the stock price. Okay, at least to see when it seems like gonna bottoming and that is a chance whereby it gonna form the bottom and start rebounding. Okay, so for those who have been used to do this, okay, if you're joining our section today, please feel free to take this as a refresher or a reminder on how to use all these simple rules, basic knowledge, basic techniques to identify the potential bottom in the share price, and also how to do the bottoming fishing strategy. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining our section today. So for the before we start the section, okay, I would like to do a very quick sound check. If you can hear my voice clearly, please do type yes in the chat box in the comment. So yeah, so we can continue with our section today. Okay. So our aim today is hopefully with today's section we can help you guys to understand that why do we need to like really identify bottoming. Okay, yeah, and how we do it. First, we need to identify the criteria, and of course the when it's gonna be potential the bottoming, and also the confirmations of the bottoming. Then it comes to our knowing the strategy, how to execute it, and of course the stop loss. All right, so all this I will be sharing with you guys in our section today, right over here. Okay, yep. So before I start the section today, I'm gonna use some of the sample, okay, in our section today as examples. Okay, it's not a buy call, it's not a or it's not a buy or sell call, obviously. Okay, and it's they are all for illustration and also investor education purposes only. Okay, but however, if any of the knowledge or any of the information that we share over here tonight, if you find it you need more guidance, more helps in understanding better and also how to use it better, please do feel free to contact us, and we are more than glad to help you and guide you through. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you guys here today is what I have been using throughout my more than 10 over years trading experience in Bursa markets, and I've been using from on and off every day. Okay, so um, good evening, everyone. Okay, for any one of you that haven't been attending to any of my seminars or any of my talks, okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Elky, and I'm a dealer in Inter-Pacific Securities. Okay, I'm also heading the retail team, which we will provide our assistance to our retail clients to help them to penetrate and trade the Bursa Malaysia markets in a more profitable way, hopefully. Okay, yep. So throughout my more than over 10 years, more than 10 years experience in the investment trading field, so I have been practicing technical analysis all this while, and that has been part of me in when I'm engaging the markets. Okay, so throughout my grinding and also training as a proprietary traders previously, so these are the informations and also the knowledge that I have gained, where I think it's good to share it with my clients, with the public, whereby this market is right over here for everyone over us to make money, and why don't I just share it out so that everyone can make a better money out of it, or at least lose lesser. Okay, because in this for us in this trading world, only the top 20% they are making good money consistently. Okay, whereby actually more than 50 to even 80% they are losing money. So that's why in inter-pacific securities we are really emphasize on helping our client to make money, and also we always put our client first. That's why we have been doing all these education courses from time to time, hopefully to get them with all these informations, help them to make all these informed decisions. Okay, yep. So that's all for the introduction. Okay, so let's move on to the topics that we're gonna discuss today. Okay, so first of all, what are all these bottoming patterns that we are talking about? And of course, like, why do we need to know how? Okay, isn't that if the price sell down maybe is below certain value, we should be buying it? Okay, and how can we identify all these good patterns that is telling us that it's bottoming and how to execute it? Okay, so the very first is the bottoming patterns can come in a various formations, various way, and some of all these familiar or these common patterns that well-known patterns that everyone can see. Some of them they are like rounding bottom, double bottom, or inverse head and shoulder, or falling wedge that we are talking about. Okay, and I'm gonna cover one of the patterns today, which is the double bottom, which is the simplest to be used. Okay, and also it's the easiest one to master in our 60 minutes section today. Okay, and if you are interested to know more patterns or want to know how to trade the patterns after our section today, okay, do feel free to comment in let us know in the comments. Okay, then I will arrange my staff or myself personally to have another sections about the patterns, and then we can go through patterns in more details on how to do it, how to identify it, where are the targets, which are the signals, how to enter on all these patterns. Okay, but today we are just gonna focus on one. Okay, yeah. So many times all these bottoming patterns it happen in a few of these chart patterns, whereby it helps us to identify that this is the potential bottoming. Okay, yeah. And if you want a simple way out, yeah, just try to memorize all these patterns, and if you see similar patterns, then you know that it might be bottoming. But of course, to increase the winning probability, to achieve a high probability of winning rate, then of course we want to couple it with some other criteria like volume, like momentums, all this, which in trying to catch the bottoming part, this technique, I would really see that identify the momentum, okay, and also studying the volume is really crucial, so that we can really catch a high probability entry and winning trades for all these bottom patterns. Okay, yep. So why is it crucial to know how to identify bottoming, especially now? Okay, why is it so crucial to that we want to discuss this topic at this moment? Okay, yeah. So for your information, okay, in this market, for us TA or chartists, okay, we believe there is something called market cycle. Okay, and market cycle, it consists of 4 phases. Okay, it consists of 4 phases, whereby it start with accumulations, whereby during accumulation phase, it's pretty much flat, and that's the time whereby normally us retailers we won't be participating in. Okay, but for insti, for value investors, all these things, they will be start jumping into in during accumulation phase. Okay, then follow up with the markup, whereby markup it will attract a lot of like us technical traders to come in, and retailers slowly to come in over there. And of course, it will continue to go. Basically, markup is the rally sessions, and followed by distributions, whereby it's forming the top, and of course, the last will be the markdown decline. And after the share price drop to a certain levels, then it will go into accumulation phase, whereby insti or value investors seeing that now the share price is below the real value, the intrinsic value of it, and they start collecting it. And again, we will go over the whole cycle over and over again. Okay, yeah. So during a downturn of the market, bottom fishing, which is when we are going into markdown to accumulation phase, bottom fishing is a very essential strategy that we really want to know, and pick up this technique, this skill to learn how to pick up some of the good trades and some of the value stocks. Okay, so if we look into our local blue chips index over here, which is our FBM KLCI index, we can see that currently our FBM KLCI has been going on a downtrend. Okay, since last year September. Okay, since last year September, with the weakening in the ringgit, we are also seeing that our blue chips index has been trading lower with a lower high and also a lower low. Okay, and if we look into small cap index, then it's worse right over here. We can see it's not only just drop slightly, but we can see there's a huge drop, and right now is the continuation after breaking the 16,800 support over here. So if we put this market cycle into our blue chips index and also our small cap index, okay, yeah, if we put them into it accordingly, we can see that from by end of 2023, from accumulations, and we have been going in a very good nice sweet rally mode, okay, all the way until after the coming to the second half of the year. We going into, actually for our blue chips index, we are going into distribution phase, and it might go into a decline phase if we are seeing the 1540 levels broken lower. Okay, yeah, if we see this support 1540, the index trade below 1540, then very good chances that we're gonna see our blue chips index go into a deep retracement, possibly to 1440 levels. Okay, meanwhile, if we look into small cap, our small cap index is, sorry, my pad is talking. All right, okay. As for our small cap index, we are seeing that after the accumulation rally phase, the markup, this we experienced distributions in second half of 2024, and with the breakdown below 1680, we are seeing that. Sorry, let me off the pads. Okay, after breaking below 16,800, our small cap index is actually has entered decline phase of the market cycle. And with this selling down, with this breakdown below 16,800, we are generally bearish and seeing this decline can go as low as 14,800 levels. Okay, so basically what we are seeing over here is our local market, they are going into quite a bearish a downtrend, and also it's going on a downtrend. Hence, we can expect that we to see more selling to come in, and also there's a lot of so-called potential bottoming to surface. Okay, yeah. So the worst thing about the stock market is when the stock market are trading below 16,800, lower, it doesn't just go in one straight line, go down in one straight line. Okay, usually it will drop, it will form a base, start to rebound a little bit, and again it drop again. That's how a downtrend it looks like. Okay, uh, one wave followed by another wave. Okay, so when we are trading all this potential bottoming, okay, the strategy how to do it, how to trade it is very important. Okay, and they are basic principles that we need to remember and follow, and that's what are we gonna share with you guys today. And coupled with current outlook of the global, okay, we can see that with Trump coming in for his first year of president in US. Okay, he has been imposing and putting up a lot of all these US tariff threats, and it really leads to a lot of uncertainties happening globally, and very good chances that all this might lead to us slowing down in economic growth. Okay, especially they are seeing more protectionism in global trades rather than open up for and encouraging the trading. Okay, and with all this, um, the Fed's, the central banks has been trying to tame the inflations for the past 2 years. The effort seems to be a little bit wasted, and we might see inflation to coming the inflations the increase in the inflation rates, it might again come, and hence the rate cut, the fresh ones that everyone is expecting, all the businesses are expecting, they are not coming in that soon, where that actually dampen the economic growth outlook. Okay, so with the current outlook, and also it started to reflect into all these indexes, all these earnings. Okay, so for this year 2025 is not gonna be an easy year to trade, but of course when the share price coming down, it actually is also telling us another aspect, which is for those who are ready, for those who are prepared, it's actually a chance for them to buy some of all these good companies, all these blue chips at a cheaper price. Okay, so if we're looking at another aspect, this is a chance for us to grab some of all these good counters at bargain. Okay, that's the reason why we like really need to look into this bottoming strategy at the moment. Okay, yeah. So Comex Go. Okay, so why Comex Go over here? So Go has been working, functioning as a safe haven. We can see that amid current situations, current economic conditions, current outlook of the markets, the gold price has been reaching all-time high, telling us that the funds they are not being aggressively seeing for business expansions, but they are moving into more defensive, just want to keeping the value of their currencies, their wealth, their money, okay, and go into go for as a safe haven. Okay, so all this, as we couple it up, is really giving us the signal that the market, the economy, it's likely to be is going down. Okay, going on decline modes, and we might see the stock markets to go into a downtrend, continue on the downtrend, especially small cap index. We can see that it has been entering the decline phase. Okay, so what we can do during this period of time. Okay, so when the market is on up market phase, which is on a rally phase, it's very simple. We can use some of this strategy like breakout strategy. As long the price continue to break higher, we can aggressively go and chase and buy higher, or we can trade along with the momentum. As long we see the momentum is there, the volume is there, we just go in and buy and close our eyes. And during rally market phase, yeah, that can give us the money. Okay, yep. So how about when the market is on a decline phase or accumulation phase? Then there comes that we need to look into some of this strategy like bottoming fishing. Okay, trying to get some of these counters that is bottoming or even entering accumulation phase, and also possibly hitting the key support and start rebounding. rebounding, and then we pick up some of all these stocks to make some of our bread and butter, or buying some of all these blue chip stocks, rather than just because it dropped and I buy, or because it started rebounding so strongly, so I buy and I caught at high. Okay, so for those who are here today, I would like really recommend for this year, we really want to take a more conservative approach. We really want to be patient and allocate our funds accordingly. Okay. Okay. So how we have been talking about, we want to identify some of the bottoms, all these things. So how to identify a potential bottom? Yeah, these three tools that I'm gonna introduce and also share with you guys today. Okay. So these are the three tools that I have been using from time to time to help me to identify that okay, the share price after the recent decline, it might come to a potential bottom. Okay, so the first is the divergence. Okay, divergence is telling us that the price actions and also the indicators, they have been reacting differently. They are giving me a different signal. So when I'm seeing this divergence, then it's telling me that okay, although the price still continue to trade lower, but it might coming near to a bottom, especially if I couple with momentum indicator to tell me that the strength, the selling momentum has been slowing down, and with the divergence is telling me that okay, this is a very good chance of a potential turns. Okay, and of course, if in with the divergence, with the momentum indicator telling me all this, if I able to spot a good bottoming chart pattern right over here, okay, then it will really confirm me that this is a very high chances, high probability of bottom, and I might really want to jump in and grab some of all the shares right over here. Okay, rather than wait until it start rally and then been price move 15 20% higher from the current price, then only I start engaging. Okay, yeah. But of course, for trend traders, then you might want to do that. Okay, but for some of us that we want to do some of the value investing, some catching some of bottom, doing some bargain hunting, then these are some of the tools that we can use to help us through. Okay, so first, divergence. Okay, yeah. So divergence is usually the one that I've been using will be the bullish divergence right over here. Okay, so we can use it applying towards price and another indicator. The indicator it can be volume, it can be oscillator like RSI, it can be MACD, MACD, it can be stochastic. Yeah, it really depends on which kind of technical indicator that you are more familiar with, that you really know your indicator inside out. Okay, yeah, but when you are seeing that the price are moving lower, but your indicator is telling you that it's a bullish signal at your indicator, then that's the divergence that we want to catch, and it is a signal telling us that the current selling trend is weakening. Okay, so for example, today I'm gonna share with you guys on this price volume divergence. Okay, why does in trading shares, volume is a very key component that we want to look at it. Okay, during my class to some of my students, I have been emphasizing that in when we are trading shares, volume is telling us the footprints for big boys, for smart monies, for insti, for retailers, for technical traders, trend traders. Volume is the footprints, and also is the it is for us technical traders to be CSI and also investigate and decipher where the market is going to. Okay, so when it comes to volume, okay, if we follow the core principle of trend is the volume itself, it must confirm the trend. So what does it mean? It means that when the trend is moving in the primary trend, which is the major trend, the big trend. Okay, let's say when it's on the markup phase, the primary trend is uptrend. The volume itself should increase in the direction that the trend is moving. of the uptrend. So meaning as the trend is moving higher, the volume we should see more and more volume engaging. Okay, and when from uptrend it go into small pullback retracement, we should see volume decreasing as well. Okay, yeah. So the volume is so important because when the price is going higher and the volume has been increasing, and that will confirm that the strength, the momentum is still there. People are still buying it. The participation is still very strong, and that gives us the signals telling us that people are still buying. The chances of this share price to continue go higher, for the trend to prolong, to continue to go, is very likely. Okay, but in the event whereby we are seeing a price volume divergence, meaning when the price is going higher, but as the price going higher and higher, the trading volume is going lower. It's telling us that this is a potential reversal whereby the uptrend momentum could be easing. Okay, it could be coming near to a top, reaching a peak. Okay, because as the price going higher, the participation from the markets, traders, investors, has been lesser. It's which telling us that the belief and also traders in the market, they are getting unwilling to buy this share because they are not believing that the valuations of these stocks at the current price. Okay, yeah. So similarly, when the price go lower, but when the price go lower, the volume is getting lower. That's also the point, is telling us that the selling has been easing. For those who wanted to sell, who wanted to cut loss, they have been selling, and there are lesser and lesser those who are holding, willing to sell the shares anymore. So this is the price volume divergence that could happen, and when it happened, it's telling us that it could be a potential reversal, turning into the opposite directions. Okay, so for example, YTL Power over here in 2024. Okay, as we can see right over here, YTL Power has been trading on an uptrend. Okay, trading on an uptrend over here. Okay, the price has been trading higher, but if we look at the overall, the average of the volume, it actually has been declining since the peak in February, and the volume has been slowing down. Okay, yeah. So what happened after that? Okay, we can see after the volume has been slowing down, we are seeing some selling from 5 ringgit levels, and from there it went all the way down to 3 ringgit. Okay, not to talk about with the recent selling on after they have propose propose their intention, and also announce their intention of giving the bonus issue. Okay, yeah. So we can see that with after the share price forming a higher high, okay, but the volume is going on a low trend. Okay, on a declining trend, diminishing trend, the selling has come after the reversal and breaking below the support. Okay, similarly on Pertama. Okay, on Pertama over here, we are seeing Pertama has been trading on an uptrend from 2 ringgit all the way to 4 ringgit 20 cents from 2023 to November, to the year end. But as the price are trading higher, we can see that the market participations, the volume has been declining. Okay, yeah. So this is a very typical signal, which is telling us that the traders in the market participants, they are losing confidence, and they are no longer confident that current valuations make sense. Okay, so what happened right over there is it always come with a long red bar and then the selling down. So you can see how fast the sell down it happens, and from 4 ringgit 20 cents it went all the way down to 2 ringgit 50 cents. And not to talk about after it has sold around 2 ringgit 50 cents for 6 months, we've seen another sharp selling, and currently the Pertama is only trading below 10 cents. Okay, yep. So Enough with the bearish divergence signal. Okay, right now if we are looking into a more bullish divergence side, whereby we can see that capital A, formerly known as A Asia, has been selling down and has been going on a downtrend. Okay, yeah, so we can see that A Asia has been selling down, and of course at the very starting of the selling, we will see a lot of volume because there will be panic, there will be profit taking, all this thing coming in. But as the share price coming down lower and lower, we are seeing the volume getting lesser and lesser. Okay, so what do we need to see right over here is, if you're trading on trend line, you can see you will be looking for a trend line breakout, or if you're trading on candlestick, which I'm going to share with you guys later, then you know that this is a potential good chance to pick the bottom and start trading for a potential bottom rebound. And also with bottom rebound strategy over here after a series of selling, we know that the risk and reward ratio could be really positive, really good, whereby if we are buying anywhere breakout above the 72 cents, our stop loss is somewhere around 64 cents, but we have upside all the way until like 84, 90 cents, or even 1 ringgit. Okay, so we can see that from here. Yeah, so eventually with this rebound over here, it went to 92 cents, which is the resistance over here. Then eventually after 6 months, it went back to the 1 ringgit level. Okay, so you can see that as the price coming down and the volume is not picking up, okay, it's telling us that the selling, the sell trend, the selling trend has been weakening. Okay, and that indicates a potential reversal, a potential bottoming that we are talking about. Okay, yeah, so another example, Tioxing. Okay, so this is just last year, end of last year, as end of 2024, we can see that Tioxing, the share price has been coming down after the bonus issue, and with the selling coming near to this red line is 200 moving average. The volume has been really diminishing and also really getting thinner and thinner. Okay, yeah. So over here we are seeing that it's finding the support at the 200 moving average area and also the 1 ringgit round figure. Okay, so that maybe the boss doesn't want the share price to drop below 1 ringgit and become penny stocks. Okay, but definitely what we can see right over here is after it staged the rebound at 1 ringgit. Okay, we see the rebound at from 1 ringgit levels and all the way to 1 ringgit 20 cents within just 3 days. Okay, so if we, for those who are able to capture this Tioxing at this price, that's just a 20% increase in your capital, in your wealth within just 3 days. Okay, yeah. So this bottoming, this price volume divergence is not only work in capturing the major sell trend, but when it's going on a retracement, it can be applicable on the retracement, whereby we are seeing the selling has been slowing down with a very low volume, and from there we are seeing for the potential support and rebounds bullish signal to get in and be profitable. Okay, so followed, the second one will be momentum indicator. And for the momentum indicator, usually I will be using MACD, moving average convergence divergence, where MACD is one of the most well-known and also one of the most effective momentum indicator. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with MACD, okay, so this is how MACD it looks like. So when you're using MACD at home, you do not need to put such a big MACD right over here. Yeah, I'm enlarging it so that you guys can see it clearly. Okay, but yep. So this is how MACD looks like, and MACD, it has three components, whereby it has the MACD line, which is the result of two moving average. Okay, then we couple it with a signal line, which normally is 90 signal lines, which giving us all the signals to trade on MACD. Okay, on like MACD crossover, you can see the crossover, then the share price it move up, the cross down, the share price move down. Okay, and then again the crossover over here is bottoming, and then the share price has been moving up, and then the cross down, the share price has been coming down. Okay, so that's a very simple, very brief way on how to use the MACD, using the MACD line and also the signal line. Okay, and the histogram itself is telling us the difference between MACD line and also its signal line. So if you're seeing a very huge histogram, is telling us that MACD line is moving very further away from its signal line. So it's a very strong movement over here. So you can see all this histogram, big huge histogram over here. All these are very huge movement that we are seeing. Okay, so when it comes to the trying to trade for the bottom, okay, for the MACD we're not gonna use like crossover or central line crossover, or what we're gonna use is another divergence which is called MACD bullish divergence. Okay, instead of using volume, okay, I'm gonna share with you guys how to use MACD to identify another way to identify the slowing down in the selling momentum. Okay, but of course you can always couple these two, whereby when MACD is telling you that the momentum is slowing down, and also volume is also telling you that the market participation has been getting lower and lower. Okay, then you know that this is the time that very good chances that the reversal in the trend it might happen. Okay, yeah. So usually MACD it move in line with the price directions when the momentum is strong. So when the price is recorded lower low, meaning the price still continue to go lower, but MACD is starting to hit upwards, forming a higher low, and that's the bullish divergence that we are looking at. Okay, so yeah, because that's the time whereby a higher low on the MACD it will suggest us that the selling momentum has been easing, and with this one it might lead to a potential trend reversal. Okay, okay. So some examples to on this MACD bullish divergence. Okay, on sorry, this is Genting Malaysia. It's not Teosing. Okay, for on Genting Malaysia, okay, we can see that the share price has been coming down, going down. So you can see when the share price is going down, the MACD also has been forming into a lower low, into a downtrend. Okay, but as we are seeing that Genting Malaysia, as it tried to break lower and break lower, okay, we are seeing the MACD start to trend higher, start to move higher from here already. Okay, despite that the price has been trying to pressure down and continue to trade lower. Okay, so it's telling us that Genting Malaysia has come to a support. Even it tried to form into a lower low, but it's not successful, and from there we can see that the share price has been turning into a upswing. Okay, breaking the previous high and forming a higher low, and from there is forming into a short-term upward retracement. Okay, but of course today Genting Malaysia posted losses in their earnings. Okay, and who knows, tomorrow we might see some selling pressure on Genting Malaysia, especially after it has been rebounding for the past 2 months, and we might come and see it coming back to near the 2 ringgit 15 cents levels. Okay, that could happen tomorrow. Okay, so another example right over here that we are seeing is on Kwanchong. Okay, whereby Kwanchong we can see that Kwanchong Berhad it had a very good rally in 2024 on a higher cocoa price. Okay, with the spike in the cocoa price, the share price also pick up because they could enjoy from a better margin on the rise in the cocoa price. Okay, and from there we can see that despite that it's attempting to break another high, which eventually form into a double top. We are seeing that the MACD momentum is going downwards, forming a lower high, telling us that this could be a potential uptrend reversal, reverse into a downtrend, where we can see a very is quite a sizable decline. Okay, and after the declines, okay, despite that it has been trying to break lower, okay, we can see that the MACD already start to move higher, telling us that the selling pressure over here, right over here, has been easing off, despite that it has been pressing lower and testing back to the support. And from there, as it to break out from the bottoming range, we are seeing the continuation of the rally back to testing 4.50 high recently. Okay, but of course, what we are seeing over here, right over here, right now is, despite Guang Chong has posted quite a good results. Okay, this I think it's yesterday. Okay, we are seeing a bearish MACD divergence over here, whereby it's telling us this buying momentum actually has been slowing down. So okay, so from here we have seen a tail all the way to 3.50 and then it rebounded. Okay, but no, if we continue to break below the 4 ringgit or 3 ringgit 80 level, we might see Guangzhou share price might continue to try to test lower, and it could even back below 3 ringgit level on Guangzhou. So that would mark on the MACD part, whereby we will be using MACD divergence to tell us the momentum of the current swing and also the current swing and also the movement. Okay. Last but not least, will be on the price chart patterns. So if we're able to identify the momentum, the volume, the market participation has been lower. Okay, the strength is no longer there, the interest is no longer there, and MECD is telling us that the momentum is also has been slowing down, the strength is not there. And if we also able to couple it with the price chart patterns, which telling us a reversal is happening, then all these three add up is telling us it's a very high chances, a very good probability that a reverse, the trend reversal, it can happen. Okay, so price chart patterns. So basically, chart patterns is all these patterns that's putting all this buying and selling all together and telling us whether the market is oversupply or over demand into a picture. Okay, so in price chart pattern, they actually have mainly they have two types. One is continuation patterns, whereby when the market is on a markup phase on rally, then you might want to use some of these patterns like flag, like pendants, like triangle, price channels, all these things to trade. Okay, but when it comes to bottoming, we really want to focus is the reversal patterns like double bottom, like the inverse head and shoulders, like the falling wedge, like the rounding bottom that we are talking about. Okay, yeah. So today we're gonna just focus on one. Okay, which is double bottom. Actually, double bottom is like really simple and really easy to identify, whereby you can identify it on a big time frame charts like the daily charts, or if you are trading short term, you can put it on hourly or 15 minutes to see, or 30 minutes chart to see if you're able to capture this kind of W formations. Okay, yeah. So typically, double bottom is like a W formations, and the confirmation of the double bottom will be the breakout of the midpoint, which is right over here, the middle of the W. Okay, so how to identify a good double bottom? Okay, a good double bottom, generally you'll be seeing selling, it come with a strength. So with this selling, you should see strong volume. Okay, and then it tried to rebound, whereby this rebound you see a very little volume. But as it continue to try to pressure lower, forming the another leg, testing the support again. Okay, on the previous leg, the first bottom of the W, you are seeing the volume getting lesser. So if the volume is high, then it might be a selling continuation, whereby the selling pressure is still there. But as we are seeing the volume getting lesser, it's telling us that this initial downtrend selling, okay, the sellers, they are no longer there. So it would indicate telling us that markets are not too interested to sell anymore, and this could be the bottom, and the selling momentum is easing off, and with a rebound from there, okay, from this low, from this support, then it could give us a very good chances of forming a double bottom with the confirmation at the break of this midpoint, okay, or the neckline for the double bottom. Okay, example, okay, a reason one like front cant, okay, at during last year we can see the front cant after hitting a peak in July. The share price has been coming down for 4 ringgit 80 cents all the way down to 3 ringgit 60 cents, rebounding, rebounding. Okay, so you can see with this selling, the volume is very strong. A lot of volume selling it down. Okay, but as it again ties back to 3 ringgit 50 cents level, the volume is very obviously the volume is very much lesser than the first selling swing. Okay, this selling. Okay, so as it's able to stage the support at 3 ringgit 50 cents area and start rebounding. Okay, you can see as it break above this 4 ringgit level resistance, and that is where the share price has been trending higher. Okay, so if you're buying at 4 ringgit area, then you know that your stop loss is 10% lower at below 3 ringgit 30 cents. Whereby if it unable to hold above the midpoint and then trade lower, this is the level that we need to identify that the double bottom is a fail formation, is fail to form, and then it's a fail formations and a fail pattern, and then it will continue to trade lower. Okay, yeah, and also for if you're trading on double bottom, if you're buying at 4 ringgits, okay, how to identify where to take profits. Okay, so if you're using support resistance, then you know that this is the resistance area at 4.70 cents. But if you're doing double bottom correctly, then the bottom to the neckline, this is the range that we will be aiming for double bottom, whereby you can see from the bottom to the neckline is 55 cents, and from this level where you enter, it also went up 55 cents exactly. Okay, yeah, so that's the target that we can set for double bottom. Okay, second example on Genting, not Genting Malaysia. So this time it's Genting. I got the name correctly. Okay, so for Genting wise, we can see Genting has been selling down and has been trying to rebound. Okay, trying to rebound. And second swing right over here, the volume has been generally lesser. Okay, and as it start to rebound, we can see as it rebounding, the volume start picking up. Okay, and if we are you applying the same method, so you can see it's a very obvious W shape, and then it's support at the same bottom. And if we as it break above the midpoint mid the neckline, we can see it continue to trade higher, whereby it meets the 55 cents targets as well. Okay, yep. So that would be the application how to use the double bottom to empower your trades. Okay, so in general, okay, so when we are doing facing when market is on decline or accumulation phase, we really want to look into some of this price volume divergence, bullish amidst divergence to do some of the accumulations, bottom fishing, or even using double bottom and other chart patterns to capture the support rebound to trades in during this market cycle phase. Okay, to have a more higher probability and also a safer approach. Okay, so if we going into details how to execute, okay, then we have to combine it. It's good to combine it with candlestick. Okay, you can also use your personal indicator like the breakout, the moving average, or MACD crossover. All this to after you identify it's a bottom, then you look for all this your technical indicators to generate the trade to identify the entry. Okay, but if you want a really fast entry, then bullish reversal candlestick pattern is something that you might really want to put in some efforts and also learn about it. Okay, so the three key bullish reversal candlestick that I have been using, they are bullish engulfing, the morning stars, and also piercing line that we are talking about piercing. Okay, Okay, so if we look at this capital A, we can see as the capital A has been trending lower, like on the chart just now, we can see that actually as it at the 65 cent support, the very first beginning, the bullish signal is coming with a piercing happening over here. It's start to rebound. And again, as it comes to 65 cents, selling down to 65 cents on the next day, immediately we can see if it open gap up and then all the way to close at the previous day. Overshare, it becomes a twin tower or even a bullish engulfing, telling us that this is the strong reversal signal from 65 cents level. Okay, yeah, so you can see if we are trading using bullish reversal, then immediately on the next day breakout, we would be jumping in, calling this as a bullish reversal at 67 cents, whereby for those who are trading on the trend breakouts, if you're using a trend line breakout, then you will be in as well, maybe slightly higher at 70 cents. Okay, yeah. So another example on Genting, which we are talking about just now, you can see Genting right over here after it has been touching the previous low on the double bottom, the first bottom, immediately on the next day it gapped up and also close above these red candles, which telling us is actually a bullish engulfing because it open gap up. If we are seeing that the price move up from here, is actually engulf the previous red candles, is a bullish engulfing signals over here, but right over here it wasn't able to break the previous red candle, so it only comes later when it happens on this long green bar after another bullish engulfing against. Okay, and the breakout, we can see immediately the buying reactions happening over here. Okay, yeah. So and again, after it has been it pulled back and immediately it formed another strong rebound. Okay, it gap up and covered the whole red candle and continue to trade higher. Another strong bullish confirmations. Okay, and right over here we can see there's a gap up, a kick away confirmations right over here and break out the midpoint. Okay, yeah. So another one on front cans, we can see as it approaching the previous the first bottom level, again gap up, cover the red candles and break higher for the bullish confirmations. And again the morning stars, okay, gap up and then break higher and the piercing happening. So you can see all these are the bullish candlestick patterns and also the signals which telling us that when we have identified this potential bottom, next we need to do is just looking for all these signals, all these candlestick patterns. Okay, so if you still not too sure on how to trade all these candlestick patterns and you want to know more about some of these patterns, you can always visit our previous video whereby we have been sharing some of the patterns and also exactly how to get in using all these patterns by scanning the QR code right over here. Okay, so you can screenshot and or you can just scan it right now so that you can watch it later. Okay, so meanwhile, if you have any questions, anything that you would like to ask about the approach or this thing, do feel free to type into the comments or if you think that this section is informative and it can really help you, please do help us and share this video so that you can help more to perform better, at least to trade better in current market situation, which is we are seeing more bearish rather than bullish at this time. Okay, yep. So we're coming near to the end of our section today. Time is coming up. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always feel free to if you are unable to put it in the comment right over here, you can always feel free to contact us, contact our dealing team, me, myself, and my staff. We are more than grateful and willing to help you. So you can scan these QR codes, or you can always WhatsApp it to this number 018-239-3966. Okay, or you can always find us on our social media on Facebook, IG, or YouTube. Okay, so If you find this section is useful and you really like it, do follow us, follow our social media, and you will be seeing more of all these videos coming up in near future. All right. Okay. So again, I wish all of you guys have good luck in trading. Okay, and if you have any questions, do feel free to contact us. Thank you very much and have a good week ahead.